Back, and we are joined by Carol Swain, professor of political science and law at Vanderbilt University, author of Be the People. She does a TV show by the same name. Hey, Carol, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Okay, explain to me what is going on here, because we now have a coordinated attack, which has led to violence in many cities and many isolated incidents, as well as organized incidents, where after a trial where all the commentators left and right along said this looks bad for the prosecution, the defense are turning all the witnesses around. Once the actual verdict came down, it was as if it was shocking, totally shocking, and this could only be racism. And it's as if they were watching a different trial, and now the attack is going ahead, full steam ahead, by not only the leftist media, the NAACP, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, and
yes.
It's just, I've never seen anything like it.
Let me tell you that for me, as a black woman, that's watched America over many years, it's so disheartening to see how black people are manipulated and exploited by their leaders. And it's the black leaders and it's the white left and all of these people, so many commentators. I've been on a couple of shows, and it's like these people that are well-educated, they're lawyers or they're professors, and it's like they're living in a different reality, and those lies that they're putting out, that's what's stirring the people, because the people that are at home watching television are looking to these experts to give them an assessment, an accurate assessment of what's taking place, and these people are just totally living in another universe. They act as if it's 1950. And Eric Holder, I hear now that he's going after Florida's Stania on grand law. What they ought to be going after is black crime, the black crime rate, the fact that so many of us, including me, feel like you need a gun to protect yourself.
And not only that, Carol, Stand Your Ground had nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do with it. It's just so much an exploitation of black people. And when I look at the misery in black communities, and the fact that the leaders, instead of actually addressing some of the issues and helping black people to think critically about that situation, they're not doing any of that. They're keeping people distracted, and they are encouraging black people to engage in bad, unruly behavior that causes more racism.
Yeah, no, absolutely right. When Jesse Jackson says that Trayvon Martin is Emmett Till, what goes through your mind?
They're just, they are insane. They're totally insane, and there should be a law against what they're doing. It should be, as much as I believe in free speech, I believe that in cases like that where people are willfully stretching facts and they are inciting violence, I think they should be held accountable.
And when the prosecutor yesterday says George Zimmerman is a murderer after she lost her case,
these people should be held accountable for having for reckless comments.
Yeah. All right. So where do we go from here? How do we move forward? How do we combat the misinformation? I still hear them saying that George Zimmerman was told not to leave his car. He was never told not to leave his car.
Well, Jonathan Turley was on PBS last night with me, and he pointed out that there's no law against leaving your car.
Right, but he did. But they keep saying that the police operator told him don't leave your car. That's factually incorrect. I've played the tape on the air as recently as today. So we got a couple of minutes left, Carol. What would you like to see happen? How do you break the black community from being led astray, as you put it? By, I think you put it. You may not have used that term. By the people that lead them astray.
Well, I think that in cases where you have leaders that are behaving irresponsibly and they're putting forth blatant lies, I think, free speech is free speech, and I champion everyone's right to free speech, but there has to be, some type of standard, and these people need to be exposed. And I think that the mainstream media, if they really care about America, if they want to quell the violence, then they need to start reporting the truth.
Yeah. All right. Carol, thank you for weighing in. We really appreciate it. We'll speak to you soon. Carol